How y'all doing out there? It's your boy Easy Work Boxing. Y'all know what time it is. I got to do a video on somebody who I've been giving a little praise, man. And unfortunately, he going the other route against Tank Davis. And much more I got to talk about with Ryan Garcia. Now, he didn't got our hopes up. I'm even in his corner. I'm sure several of y'all are even in his corner. I still, like I said, I believe that he can beat Tank Davis. I think that he can actually stop Tank Davis. No hate towards Tank Davis. I'm just talking about boxing strictly. I just feel that Ryan Garcia can beat Tank. But to literally come out and get everybody hyped up, everybody screaming about this fight, everybody wanting it, and now you're saying that you have a new opponent coming up. This is a big major star coming up. Okay. Who is this big major star? This must gonna be this. Like I said, it's gonna have to be a middleweight. This gonna have to be somebody, damn near Floyd Mayweather status. Manny Pacquiao, I don't know. Due to the fact that Conor McGregor just got knocked out last night, I probably think that it won't be a Manny Pacquiao-Conor McGregor fight. So there's a possibility that, yeah, Manny Pacquiao and Ryan Garcia would fight. I don't know why, but there is a possibility. If he's saying it's going to be a big superstar name, then it better be a big superstar name. Because if he don't, Ryan Garcia is getting trashed. This will go down in history as he is ducked. He's nothing more than a talker. Now you're saying that a guy that you've been screaming for years, you're willing to set him to the side. Really, who else can there be for him with a big name to turn down a fight with Tank? There's only two people that's even close to his size, and that's a Manny Pacquiao or Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd ain't finna fight him. So in my opinion, to the people, I'm asking what y'all think, what y'all feel about this. Is this a duck to y'all? Do you really think that there's a big name opponent standing to the sideline that we're going to hear about? Because in my opinion, I don't think so. He said it's not an MMA fighter. He said it's not a big YouTuber. What other big boxers out there that we can say is okay for him to skip over Tank and fight? Because in my opinion, unless it's Floyd or Manny, I don't see none. Now, if he go up and wait and fight somebody, you know what I'm saying, like a Josh Taylor or something like that, then yeah, I can cut him a little slack like that. You know what I'm saying? But when he say a superstar, are you saying a superstar in boxing, or is he saying a household name? There's one thing we got to say as well. Is he saying a household name or a superstar in boxing? Because like I made a video, there's a difference in household name and being a boxer superstar. So if he's saying a household name, then like I said, there's only two people who can fill that spot. And that's Manny and Floyd. Other than that, there's no one else. But if he's saying a boxing superstar, he can go up, and fight, like Josh Taylor. He could give Josh Taylor a try for them belts. I doubt he better not run up on Regis Prograis. He better not go up on Regis Prograis. Jose Ramirez, that'll be a good fight right there. But I think Ryan ain't ready for no Jose Ramirez. Shit, Teofimo really ain't ready for lightweight yet, to be honest with y'all. He need to slow his roll a little bit. But also this is something else I want to talk about with Ryan Garcia. The Twitter situation. Now, I just want to say this. It's real funny that Ryan Garcia just shot out of nowhere, right? He just shot out, no hate, no nothing, just speaking logic right here. He shot out of nowhere. Hadn't had no big fights or nothing like that. He wasn't connected to anybody before boxing, rich or nothing like that, a big name fighter in boxing. How is it that Ryan Garcia has 8 million Instagram followers? How is it that Ryan Garcia has Instagram followers? But then when you go to Twitter, you only have 500,000, 500,000. I'm wondering what's the difference in people knowing you on Twitter or Instagram. If 8.7 million people know you on Instagram, then at least 5 million, 4 million should know you on Twitter, right? See, this is what I think going on. I think that Ryan Garcia's Instagram account is false. I think it's paid memberships on there. I think it's people, it's fake subscribers, whatever it want to be. You know how record companies pay for record sales? I think that they are paid or fake accounts on Ryan Garcia's Instagram. And what it is, the real amount of people that really know Ryan Garcia was on Twitter, because this bullshit that he's talking about, he said something about Jesus and this and that, and then they take his stuff down. I mean, which one is it first, Ryan? One is about Jesus, then two, you're trying to stop children from getting molested. You see, which one is it, Ryan? See, that's bullshit. Ryan Garcia know that Twitter had his actual people who knew him in the world. That's what they knew. That Instagram account is fake. Ain't no way in hell Ryan Garcia, in my opinion, knows 8.7 million people. Ryan Garcia is not a superstar. Ryan Garcia is not a household name. Trust me. Ain't nobody running around talking about Ryan Garcia in grocery stores and barbershops. All right? And that's no hate. Y'all know I like Ryan, but I just been thinking about this. Now they take down your account because of all of a sudden you say something about Jesus. People say stuff about Jesus all day. I be on there. Peter Quillen, he stayed talking about Jesus the whole time. Go check Peter Quillen account. They ain't took his down. But not only that, they took your account down because you said something about Jesus. And now you want to blast Twitter about child pornography. Cut the bullshit. Twitter wouldn't let you pay for accounts. That's probably what it is. You can cheat on Twitter and make new accounts. How you go for, I mean, think about it, people, for real. On one account, 8.7 million people. But then on Twitter, a big platform as well, you got 500,000. That boy got off Twitter because Twitter wasn't having that shit, and you had to have real accounts or something to get on that. And that's how many people really know him, not 8.7 million people. That's what's going on. But like I said before, you know, like doing what you're doing with Tank is, you know what I'm saying, that ain't right. You shouldn't have told the people that you wanted to fight Tank and you doing this, you're gonna knock him out in 2 rounds. Who is this mystery fighter? Who is this mystery fighter? Can y'all guess? Can y'all give me a guess on who is this guy that's big enough not to fight Tank? Because I don't see it. I know Floyd ain't finna fight you. If Manny fights you, Lord have mercy. Somebody doing some bad promoting. That's what somebody finna do. If you talking about fighting some Manny Pacquiao, somebody doing some bad promoting. Because Manny Pacquiao gonna light your ass. Ooh, Manny Pacquiao is gonna beat the shit out of Ryan Garcia. He shouldn't even take that fight. You better off going to risk your chances against Tank. In my opinion of it. But Ryan Garcia to me is a good fighter. Like I said, he got that speed, you know, that punching power. That's the reason I think he'll take Tank out, because Tank will have to come in on Ryan. And both of them possess power. It's a 50-50 fight, but I just think Ryan could clip Tank coming in, trying to catch him. So people act like Tank hasn't been hit before. We all know Tank that got hit before. So that's just my opinion of it. But yeah, like I was saying, y'all, if you late to the channel, I was talking about the Twitter situation with Ryan Garcia. I think it's a fake. I think Ryan Garcia Instagram account, he has fake accounts on there to have 8 million people. But then when you go to Twitter, all of a sudden now you have 500,000 people. And then you can't really say whether or not they took you off for a Jesus comment or now you're saying you got off because of child pornography. Which one is it, Ryan Garcia? And like I said, in my opinion of it, he got off Twitter because Twitter can't set up all them fake accounts. In my opinion, don't know 8.7 million people know Ryan Garcia. Now you can come in, you can tell me how you feel about it. Like I said, I'm not hating. If you go back and check my videos, I like Ryan Garcia. But I just don't believe 8.7 million people running around talking about Ryan Garcia. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Also, hold on, I got to put the link up too. Kenneth, what's going on, man? I saw one of your videos, man. It was up in my file thing, man. Thank you, sir. You too, man. Thank you. May God bless you too. We on here, Kenneth talking about Ryan Garcia, man. How he done disappointed the public. Had us ready for a fight. And now he ain't nowhere to show up. Somebody he gonna step aside. How you? I think, like I said before, I think Ryan Garcia got a problem with thinking that he more valuable in boxing than anything else. Who are you to sit up and say you gonna put a big fighter to the side like Tank? What the hell is wrong with Ryan Garcia? Oh, I'm gonna set Tank to the side. Now see, when he said that, 9 times out of 10, he done destroyed that fight because the egos of Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather ain't finna accept that shit. You don't come out there and tell them something, we gonna set Tank to the side. I know Leonard Ellerbe and them were like, okay, Ryan. You finna set us to the side damn near your whole career, unless you got some belts or something. You know Floyd them ain't finna play that shit. Let me see, let's go down to 135. Well, we know he ain't gonna fight Devin Haney. He not screaming nothing about Teofimo. Called out Tank, unfortunately, won't fight Tank. They ain't said nothing about Lomachenko. Ho. What if it was Vasyl Lomachenko? If it was Vasyl Lomachenko, would y'all would that be a good fight to push Tank aside? I just looked at the 135-pound range and I just thought about it. Vasyl Lomachenko is a big name superstar in boxing. Even coming after his loss. So do y'all think that fight with Vasyl, if he was to choose Vasyl Lomachenko, do you think it would justify pushing Tank to the side? I think so. I think he may be in a little trouble. But to go out there and beat Vasyl Lomachenko, building that resume up, and even though it's after a loss, y'all know one thing I always say about, when fighters lose, their confidence is down. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times it's cherry picking. And you can say it in your opinion how you want. It could be cherry picking if you was to choose Vasyl Lomachenko. Me personally, not. I think Vasyl Lomachenko got a lot to prove, and he's gonna bring hell to his next opponent. But if they choose Vasyl Lomachenko and they fight, then I could say that's a good person to push Tank to the side for. And the first thing somebody gonna say, Tank a superstar. Tank got a big name. So Tank ain't fought nobody though, for real. Little guys. When we gonna see Tank fight a black fighter? That's one question. When are we gonna see Tank fight a black fighter? And I'm not saying the Floyd Mayweather stereotype. They love saying that about, you say that Floyd didn't fight black fighters, but where is Tank's opponent? I mean, where's the black fighters for Tank? They right up there. And, we keep seeing no disrespect to my Mexican brothers and sisters. Mexican brothers. I don't know. We won't know until they fight. Thank you for tuning in, Florida Made. We will not know until they fight, bro. But that's what I'm just trying to see, you know, like who is that? Who is this opponent? You know what I'm saying? Who is this special opponent that you have that you pushing to the side? You pushing Tank to the side for this opponent. It's still Lomachenko, Devin. But, you know, all of them consider themselves superstars. I think, you know, differently, you know, about the superstars. You know, all of them are superstars in boxing. But like I always say about the household name thing. He can't be fighting over George Linares, Javier Fortuna, George Gaboza Jr. He ain't fighting none of them, I'm sure. Because he talking like this dude who he finna fight is major. Like this is a big name. Like the whole world gonna tune into this fight. So hopefully that's what we get. I hope he don't come with no BS fight. Let's see what this comment say. Ryan Garcia isn't the A side, so he got a lot of nerve to sit Tank to the side. Yeah, he do got a lot of nerve. But really with them two, it's really hard to say who is the A side. It's really hard to say who is the A side with them two. Both of them got big names. And one thing I will say, the only thing that gives Ryan Garcia this so-called even closeness to the 50-50 fight of him and Tank is that Instagram account. But I just told y'all, I feel that Instagram account is fake because I don't believe 8.7 million people know Ryan Garcia. So when you go and talk about superstar and then people say, oh, well, Ryan Garcia got 8.7 million. So it's hard to say who's A and B side when he knows as many people, 8.7 million people as they are saying. But I don't believe that. I think Ryan Garcia only has like 500,000 fans like Twitter was doing. And that's why I think he don't want to be on Twitter because Twitter exposing the fact that ain't no 8.7 million people checking for no Ryan Garcia. So it's hard to say who's the A side in that fight. Now, if they could find out that that Twitter account, I mean, the Instagram account is fake and them numbers are not real, then they could shut that A side shit down with Ryan Garcia. Because Tank, hold up. Let me rewind because I got to even take all that back. Pay-per-view end all that. Pay-per-view ends all that. Ryan Garcia ain't never been on pay-per-view. So the A side is Tank. A side is Tank. Need to also do a check on Ryan Garcia numbers. Yeah, right now, yeah, like I was saying, that's a good point. Right now, Vasil Lomachenko, you know, he probably going through what most fighters go through. They go through the depression, you know, taking their first loss. Well, now this is second one. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'll probably be able to deal. I don't think he really, you know, hurt by that loss. I don't think he mentally damaged by that loss for real. You know, because this is second one. You know, I think Vasil Lomachenko just realizes his mistakes that he made in that fight, and I think he's gonna give it his next opponent hell for losing that fight. I don't think he's shut out or damaged because, you know, he lost that fight. I don't think so. But like you say though, if they feel that, then go and take a chance on it. I feel like they should give him a chance. He's still a big name. He's still a threatful fighter. He still could do damage. You know, he ain't no pushover. But Hey, at the end of the day, you see, what's his name? Teofimo Lopez don't want to give him a rematch, and he can make a lot of money off that. Teofimo don't want to give him no rematch. And so, I mean, let's get it. Like I always tell people, Teofimo Lopez did not knock out Vasyl Lomachenko. So, people got to stop acting like he just went out there and ran through Vasyl Lomachenko. He was getting his ass whooped later on in the round. You know what I'm saying? So, Vasyl Lomachenko ain't no damaged fighter. It ain't like his mind is destroyed because he lost to Teofimo Lopez. He just he wasn't throwing no punches. Later on in the fight, he was tapping on his head. So, no, I don't think he mentally, like, it wasn't a knockout loss. Lopez or Haney. I think Devin takes Lopez. I think Lopez is a little intimidated of Devin Haney because Lopez screams and says, I don't like Devin Haney. I can't stand Devin Haney. Well, get in the ring and beat him up. Then he's saying $10 million. That's a duck. Because everybody know Eddie Hearn is not finna pay him no $10 million to fight no Devin Haney. That's a duck move. But I got if they fought, can't say. Can't say. I think Devin Haney's patience and ring IQ, I think he'll beat Teofimo Lopez. I think he'll outbox Teofimo. Devin Haney, Devin Haney will outbox Teofimo. But one thing about Teofimo Lopez, I didn't find out until the Vasyl Lomachenko fight, is that Teofimo is got a lot of athleticism, man. Teofimo Lopez has a lot of athleticism. Like I said, he was one of the only fighters I seen that Loma couldn't do that side step on. Like every time Loma tried to come, he catch him. But I don't know what's up with Ryan Garcia, man. Right now, you hot. This guy who you saying is gonna be this big name, he better be a big name, because if he's not, you finna do some damage to your name, bro. You shouldn't have even called out Tank before you got this fight. Like, this is some crazy promoting that's going on. I don't know who in his head, but they need to chill out, or he need to fire them. He need to fire them. Because this blaming stuff on Twitter, I just believe that I believe his Instagram account is fake. 8.7 million people don't know Ryan Garcia. Twitter had his real amount of followers. To sit up and say that they taking you down because you said something about Jesus, Negro, please. Negro, please. Now you're on a crusade to save children, molested children. Why you went on that crusade at first? If you talking about molested children, why wasn't you on that crusade before the Twitter beef, before you had problems with Twitter? But now all of a sudden, because you say they take your account down or whatever, now you want to scream. So get out of here with that shit. Twitter wouldn't let you have them fake accounts on there. But don't know 8.7 people know no Ryan Garcia. Steven Shakur, man. Good fight, though. What's up, Hassan? Great fight, but Steven Shakur. Chris Colbert, good fighter, man. Good fighter, skillful young dude, man. But he another Devin Haney. Who was he fought? Who was he fought? I got Shakur Stevenson all day in that fight. You said, how about Ryan Garcia and Tevin Farmer? Ryan Garcia beat Tevin Farmer. Ryan Garcia beat Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer don't have punching power. He's slick as hell, great defensive fighter, one of the best defensive fighters that's out there right now. But I don't think Tevin Farmer can beat Ryan Garcia. He'll get knocked out. Height advantage, reach advantage. And then, you know, Farmer is a 130 pounder. So, you know, he's a 130 pounder. So, you know, that's what I feel about that. But I just, you know, like I said, I'm a fan of Ryan Garcia. You know, I try my best, you know, to keep it on the common denominator. I'm gonna bring you up, but when you're messing up, I'm gonna bring you down as well, you know. So I think he really messed up by not choosing to fight Tank. He should have gotten in the ring and fought Tank. But depending on who his next name is, it could be a Floyd Mayweather, Vasil Lomachenko, or Manny Pacquiao. Because if he pick anybody else, boy, ain't nobody gonna be checking for you no more. And ain't nothing he can say, ain't nobody gonna believe. He can become Pinocchio or the boy that cried wolf in boxing. Because every time they can come up, man, who Ryan Garcia finna fight? I'm finna fight, say, man, don't tell him who he finna fight. Yeah, he probably did. But see, the thing is with Cobra, don't nobody know when he fight. And I don't even know who the guy is that he fought. You know me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not one of the people who sit going, oh, I know that name of that fighter. No, I don't even know who Jamie or Hami. I don't even know who that is. I recently just heard of Chris Colbert again on a Facebook boxing group that I'm on. Because honestly, I never really hear anything about him. But to take nothing away from him, he's still a good fighter. I've seen him fight. He has skills, but I think they ain't promoting him worth shit. Whoever his promotion team is, they ain't doing shit to promote the man. But then you have to put them in big fights, meaningful fights, in order for people to know them. Like I said, he on that Devin Haney shit. Heavyweight division, man, I'm sick of the heavyweight division. That shit like a soap opera. The heavyweight division like goddamn soap opera. I don't know what to say about the heavyweight. I don't even like talking about the heavyweight division. I just want to see Wilder versus AJ versus Fury. I just want to get that out the way. And like I said in my last video, I think that AJ should have fought Usyk first, and then went for Tyson Fury, because Usyk would have gave him that technical boxing. You know what I'm saying? Usyk is a technical boxer, and he's tall. He's not no short fighter like that. It would have better helped him out to fight Usyk before jumping in the ring with Tyson Fury, because it's different when you're fighting a taller fighter, and plus it's different when you're fighting an elite boxer like Tyson Fury and having that height and that reach. So I think he should have fought Usyk first and then went to Tyson Fury. You know, it would have gave him a better chance, a better view on what he was going to have to deal with dealing with a Tyson Fury. But, you know, even though Usyk is a southpaw, you know what I'm saying? But just having to deal with that situation of a tall fighter who ain't short. Garcia versus Long. Ooh. Ooh. That's a hard fight to judge, man. I have to go with Vasil Lomachenko. Vasil Lomachenko, yeah, his experience, his the way he fights in close, his tactics. Even though Ryan has power, I don't think it'll be that much useful against Vasil Lomachenko. So I had to go with Vasil on that fight. But you know, like I said, it's boxing, one punch change everything. But yeah, I got Vasil Lomachenko against Ryan Garcia. And that's just my opinion of it. But y'all got to feel what I'm saying about this Twitter account shit. I gotta stress this, then I'm about to get off. Okay, y'all, I gotta keep talking about this and stressing this. Just look at it and just think about it, okay? You got two different platforms. You got Twitter, you got Instagram. How is it that on Instagram it's 8.7 million? Then on Twitter it's 500,000. That don't add up. The same amount of people in the world, these same people should know you. Them same people know you on Twitter because they watch Fight Hype and they see the back and forth of you and fighters. So they know you have a Twitter account. These 8.7 million people. So these 8.7 million people haven't went over to Twitter and got you on there. You see what I'm saying? That don't make sense. How is it that you can be well known on Instagram, 8.7 million, but then when you go to Twitter, 500,000? He has fake accounts on Instagram, y'all. He took the Twitter account down because Twitter is exposing the real Ryan Garcia. That 500,000 people know Ryan Garcia. But see, like I said before I get off, this bullshit talking about they took your comments down about some Jesus comments. I'd be on there. Peter Quillen stayed talking about Jesus. Peter Quillen stayed talking about the Most High. They ain't did shit to his channel. Not only that, you saying they took your channel down because of that, but then now you're blasting them about child pornography. Now you want to blast them about child pornography, but you wasn't doing that before then. Now you are a hero for child pornography. It's bullshit, y'all. He just took it down because somebody with some sense, somebody like me was gonna get on and say he got a fake ass accounts on his Instagram thing. On the 500,000 people. That's his leverage. He uses that Instagram account as his leverage as saying he's a superstar. That's the only thing. That's why people keep believing that he's the A side. And like I said, shout out to Kenneth for even mentioning that, which made me think. He ain't never even been on pay-per-view, so no, he is not the A side against Tank. But that's what he want to use to keep saying he a A side is a 8.7 million people on Twitter. I mean on Instagram, which probably is all fake. So ain't too much else I can say about this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that this superstar opponent is a great opponent to push Tank to the side. It has to be a great opponent. I wanted to get on here and express how I felt about this so-called Twitter problem with Ryan Garcia. And, you know, I think I explained that, to my opinion, the best way I could. You comment, you let me know how you feel about it. And I hope y'all enjoy y'all Sunday, man. Y'all be safe out here. Have a blessed day with your loved ones. You know, if you want to donate to the channel, you know where to go. I just thank y'all for y'all love and support, man. My top 5 fighters of all time. Jack Johnson, Floyd Mayweather, Willie Pelt. Let me see who else. Hank Armstrong, Henry Armstrong, whichever one maybe. I don't know what his name. Henry Armstrong, and Marvin Hagler. I don't know, man. But like I said, bro, I thank you for tuning in. Y'all, I'm finna get off. If y'all been watching, please smash that like button. Please smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Y'all know how we do on this channel. I'm going to keep them coming. I'm back live, y'all. Easy work is not going to stop. Make sure you hit your notification bell, y'all, and please comment. It's Easy Work Boxing, and I'm out. Thank y'all for y'all support and y'all love.